And this reading is going to be dedicated to Aquarius and all signs who have an interest in Aquarius. If you are a cross watcher or if you are Aquarius, I encourage you to go ahead and ask whatever questions you'd like. I'm going to see what comes up in the general. And again, this is a free Q&A hour dedicated to Aquarius. If no one is asking questions at this time, I'm going to go ahead and slide it into the ASMR category as well. All right, guys. Off the top, there is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries sign who there is at least one Aquarius interested in. And the advice is for you to go ahead and talk to that person, muster up however much courage it takes, and let them know. And that's because it'll be of interest to them, to say the least. Um, and they're also going to be going through a phase where they put a lot of time, effort, and energy into something spiritual in nature. And it's going to require a lot of their attention. Um, you may end up choosing to participate with whatever they have going on or growing with them. You may grow with them, or um, either way, they will want to make some time to share exclusively with you if they know about your interest. Um, and the best time to catch them will probably be pretty soon, because I do see that they'll be out of pocket, um, quite possibly in the near future, at least for a while they get some things underway um, that they're interested in. They always um, have time to, you know, place on people who are very important to them. So, being that I feel like the interest is mutual, that's why the advice is to go ahead and um, highlight them if you feel up to it. For another Leo sign, there's another Leo who will be coming towards you. As indicated by strength. For someone else, it's a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. For this other Leo. And even a Gemini air sign coming up with an interesting Leo as well. And there is also a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who is going to be either supervising a Leo, or the Leo will be supervising you as far as something career related. Um, or they're going to be a recipient of some gift related to you guys coming together in talents that you combine in. And also, someone who has been having some breathing issues. They're like connected to a breathing apparatus or something like that. There is a tie to this person. They're Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And some quick action is going to be favored in regards to them or this person who they're tied to, who's in this position where there's some breathing issue. This could be asthma or, I don't know, something where they're connected to a machine. Let's see what the outcome is going to be. Again, quickness is the advice with something going on with that. So someone is going to have an opportunity that was missed that is going to bother them about something having to do with that scenario. There is also a bit of a disagreement going on with someone and a Leo, and they want to know any advice coming in with the cards about that. And the advice is twofold. You may want to end something you're dealing with them, or just end dealings with them. Because you've been hanging in there for a while, you're resilient. However, this person is pushing all of the wrong buttons, or all of your buttons, period. And something could blow, like alarm bells or something. So, yeah, distance yourself from this person who's very disagreeable. If you're having a problem doing that, let's see what the advice is. Okay, so there's an idea that's going to be coming in that you'll be able to run with in order to separate yourself from this person. That's what's coming in here. Yeah. I'm going to just hang out and see if any questions are coming in. Shout out to the person in chat, the first person in the live chat area there. Aquarius, you also are looked up to when it comes to your disciplined nature. Someone really looks up to you. And this happens to be another Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini person. They're going to want to spend some time with you. Coming up here shortly. also they have a goal that they want you to tag along with them on and give them some advice. And just they kind of like have you partnering up with them, but not like in the same job. It's like to do something else with them at the same time that they're doing something, if that makes sense. And that looks like it's career related. And there's also a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and a Libra who credit you with bringing them together in some way. They're taking their relationship up a new notch. Another notch. There is success coming in with a new vision, one that you have manifested as well, Aquarius. Something spiritual is coming up with that, something traditional, either or. And there's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person who they donate time to whatever you have going on, and they're highly interested. So any positions, whether paid or unpaid, they are interested in helping you, as far as that goes. looks like you're being put in a position to make a choice here. And this has to do with, this is what you feel confident in doing. So you feel confident in doing something, you just have to make a choice as to something having to do with that confidence. Let me see if I can get some clarity. So it has something to do with expanding your business. Was good. The advice is um, that, yeah, some things, although some things may be out of your control here, the one thing that is still in your control is the deep foundation, the strong, very strong foundation that you had to work with as far as something is going. So that is not debatable. Now, the challenge um, is coming in with people already seeing you as successful in one specific area. um, and it really doesn't matter. Even though this is a new area, this is one that's going to sell itself because it's considered like top notch, luxurious, and also something that people who are single as well as um, in couples, as far as couples, coupled off or what have you, can luxuriate in and enjoy. And that's something you can run with that. Someone else is a little bit irritated over everything that's going on because they feel like things are easy for you. They feel like they're overworked. They feel like things are hard for you. And they feel like time is not really on their side. Although what they fail to realize is that they do have a payoff coming from the hard work that they have put in. So there's really no need to be hateful towards you and to try to bring you down, which is not going to happen anyway, Aquarius. Hmm. Loyalty is coming in with something that otherwise would be risque. Loyalty is also coming in with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person. Now, that seems like something that you may need to know moving forward, um, and that's why it's coming up. Let's see if I can clarify specifically why. Why is it important? I mean, it's always important for someone to be loyal, because this person is coming in as being a professional who has mastered something, who can help you in some way. I'm sure that you can offer them help as well. Um, but yeah, this is master energy that you could bring in. So if you have to have them sign some sort of contract, what's coming to mind is, you know, like if you work for one company for a while and then you end up working with the other one and you sign a no disclosure or what have you for so many years. That's what's coming in. So like after so long of working with this person, you know, non-disclosure. That's the advice that's coming in. So a little bit of business advice there. What is something that is important to you? No doubt. And that's why it's coming in. There is emotional upheaval connected to something that you may have been ambivalent about. There has been a breakdown and something going on. However, that's really not putting a, or it shouldn't put a damper on some social functions that you will be participating in. So if someone was trying to hinder that from jumping off, I don't see that occurring. There is also a sign coming in, wondering about a change. They feel like Aquarius already let them know how they were feeling about something. This is a Capricorn, and they want to know if the Aquarius still feels the same. They have given accolades to this Aquarius, and it has something to do with the props they've given them. They want to know um, something about some event or acceptance of something. They want to know if the Aquarius is still feeling the same. It could be an event, it could be some romantic gesture, or it could be something having to do with the Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries fire sign. So they're still waiting on some type of information from you. They're just on the edge of their seat. They're trying to figure out what's going on. So they are going to attempt to reach out to you to find out more about something of that nature. As far as how you're feeling about it, you are strong in the same opinion, the same stance that you had previously. There is someone who has a bad plan and they have been trying to keep you apart from someone who um, likes you, you know. So you guys are feeling each other. However, this person has a bad plan. Let's see why they're trying to keep you guys from being together, from even exploring one another. They really are envious of a happy home. They don't feel like this person can make a happy home with them either. I feel like they know that it would not go anywhere as far as happy wise with this other person. However, they just don't want to see you, or they don't want to see this other individual happy. So they're using some sort of ruse or something. They're making up all kinds of reasons at any given moment all the time because they don't want to see you guys happy, which is very unfortunate. As far as if they'll be successful continuously doing this, this is just something that they feel they have to do. This is something they can't sit on. This is something that, you know, it's just fighting to see the light of day with what they want to see going on. They're just, they can't help it. Like it has to be acted upon. They just, I mean, it's like they're going berserk in order to do this. They feel very strongly about this. What else do you need to know about this is they would feel like if you guys got together that somehow they'd sacrifice something, or they feel like they would rather sacrifice something, anything, than to see you guys together. So this is big. This is not something that they're going to get over. What is this other person feeling about this other person? This other person is highly judgmental about it. This person, it's not that they're full of hate, but they can sense it. They judge. They can gauge what's going on. They are judging this as being as terrible as it is. And they feel like if this other person is going to do this, they actually would rather, you know, than to succumb to this just being without you, not being able to move forward. They would rather talk to someone else who they feel is, you know, a choice, someone who also would like them, who they feel like they like, you know. Now, this is like if they can't have you, it's like that song is coming to my mind. Except for they're not saying they don't want nobody else, because they know that this other person would rather them be with someone who was going to make them miserable and make them unhappy. So yeah, they had this plan to travel the world to try to find someone, you know, or they would travel the world to get to you. They had this plan that they wanted to do that. Let's see when or what's going on with that. So they actually did have some sort of business that they were expanding themselves, or they were partaking in something to where they traveled. They went a far place or several far places, and they have met various individuals. So this is what I'm getting for their past. As far as their present, they are highly disappointed that nothing has kicked off with this Aqua, like majorly, for a while. Anyways, so they're very defensive of their love, and they're very defensive of their right to try to be happy. And they feel like there was that one path to happiness with this Aqua, and yet they feel like there are many paths as well that are opening up. They feel like to where they're going to enjoy their lives, or they're determined to try to do so. Mm, okay, so they do feel confident that there is something that they'll be able to pull from the ocean of life, some succulent dream of love, of life that they can be happy with no matter what. That's what they're feeling like. And they have been resilient thus far. They're very, very, very resilient. How is the aqua feeling? So this is interesting. There's something coming in again having to do with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is the King of Wands here. So, I feel like it's a volatile scenario. Um, an adventure will bring you guys together, or already has some sort of innocence in the two of you's relationship. Shows that there's a nurturing energy between you guys, regardless of these other troublesome vibes going on. With the King of Wands, there is power and presence with this person who is feeling the aqua. They are commanding attention and notoriety. So this other person who doesn't want to see you guys together, they already dislike that as well. Um, in fact, you both are commanding attention and notoriety, unbeknownst to you possibly, and then it may be coming in as obvious. You have been stating your case for the world to see, or this other person has. I'm getting very, very strong vibes that the other person who has this really deep seated interest in this Aquarius feels this way. They've stated their case. They are trying to create workable systems of putting their intentions, their visions into the atmosphere, and they're trying to move forward, or they have tried already. And then what is showing up very plain here as well is that there is adaptability without compromise going on. So they're adapting to whatever's going on, and they really don't want to compromise whatever they're doing either, or they're in a position to where someone's trying to get them to compromise, and they've been really solid about not having a desire to do that. There is a lot of flirtation going on here, back and forth, or there has been.
And one of you is seen as an icon. The other one is seen as a maverick. Um, and this is actually showing energy of being a success story. So, yeah, a success story because you guys are visionary leaders. And so your energy was meant to rub off on one another anyway. Uh, this is the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Wands and the Fool here. The Queen um, actually shows pleasure in things that you can actually touch. So these are things that are edifying, that are actual things you can like grasp per se. This shows that there's not like aesthetic or aesthetic beauty taking center stage at all. There's more a sense of that nurturing spirit, kind of like a desire to basically touch and be nurturing, but not just to nurture for nurturing's sake, just having a desire to nurture someone because you really want to nurture that person. So it's not like, oh, I can, it's not like someone having this sexual energy to where they're just trying to release it. It's not that way. What it is, someone wanting to generously give a nurturing um, feeling to someone who they care about here. This is about feeling at home with someone. This is about everything from like gardens to um, this is like a domestic goddess. That's how it's described. This represents a domestic goddess here. So if this aqua is seeking someone to make a home with, this is the person, or this person has the qualities like others, many others possibly, which will contribute to that person's domestic life in a way that they would feel comfortable. This is about coming together and encouraging one another to be in excellent health. And this is attention to physical matters, even though it's not all about the physical. And then the full energy there, um, which can be seen as aqua, just as the King of Wands can be seen as a fire sign of Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This signifies a journey. This is personal experience deepening. This is companionship that can be counted upon. And I feel like you guys can sense that about one another. The adventure has already begun with this showing up. And this is this ideal way of being able to express oneself here. And this is this optimistic energy too here with this. That's what is denoted here. Optimism and a clean slate with one another that is there despite, you know, someone else not really wanting to see it go that route.